It's finally here, the ATR 42 and 72-600 from Microsoft Flight Simulator, but is it actually worth it? Hey everyone, it's Hotshmania, and today I wanted to talk about this brand new airplane, which is the first in Microsoft's Flight Simulator's new Expert series of payware aircraft in which you can purchase to get, well, a very good airplane. And the question everybody wants to know is the airplane worth getting given the price? Because, of course, it is coming from Microsoft and it's an expert rating. The add-on is a combination of two airplanes, the ATR 42 and the ATR 72, which has been developed by Hans Hartmann in collaboration with Microsoft as part of this new Expert series, which Microsoft calls highly accurate and authentic planes. The package deal for both airplanes comes in at $19.99, although if you own the Deluxe or Premium Deluxe editions of Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's actually cheaper. When I purchased it, it was $12.99 for both planes. And as mentioned, you get two airplanes, the ATR 42-600 and the ATR 72-600. The shorter 42 variant comes with 3 liveries out of the box, as well as the longer one comes with 5 liveries out of the box, and there's already plenty of freeware add-ons that you can get from websites like FlightSim.2. Having played around with the ATR 42 primarily, I've looked around at what it is and kind of gotten a sense of the aircraft, and I can tell you that it's definitely a very good, but not necessarily excellent airplane. Let me be clear about this. For $12.99, it is an excellent airplane. I have spent more money on worse aircraft and even worse sceneries in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So for the price, especially considering that I have the Deluxe Premium Edition, I think for that price, it is worth it. But there are some notable issues with it. Number one, the sounds are not great with the airplane. I have no doubt there'll be a sound pack that'll come out later on, whether free or add-on, but that's the case. And also, it's definitely not study level. Microsoft calls it its Expert Series, but that title is probably doing the airplane a disservice because I think some people assume that the plane would be this amazing study level airplane. Now, number one, I've said this in other videos, I don't think there is such a thing as study level. It doesn't exist. Now, should Microsoft have called it expert level? That's another discussion for another day. But you have to keep in mind that it's a pretty good rendition. It's flyable. It works. There are bugs with it, although I'd point out that any add-on aircraft that comes up from Microsoft Flight Simulator in general, or X-Plane or P3D, its first version always has bugs in it, and Microsoft has already identified some of the bugs for updates coming forward. Frankly, in my experience, I think the biggest issues with this plane are bugs that arise from trying to do multiple flights in the same sim. If you actually restart your simulator between flights, many of these bugs are mitigated by that fact. Should you have to do that? No, but it's an easy workaround. And in my days of X-Plane, that was a common occurrence. I'll be honest, I think the fact that it's called expert level has just gotten a lot of extra attention, because if this plane hadn't been labeled as that, and it was just a new add-on, I think people would have been a lot easier on it. It has a custom-built flight computer in which you can manipulate your flight plans and do things of that nature and performance. There's an EFB, which some airplanes that are quite notable haven't had one yet. This one already has it. It does some basic functionality. You can fly your flights, get from point A to point B, and land. Are there bugs with it? Sure. I think most of the major ones are going to be going away sometime soon. But for $12, I really think that it's not too bad, because for the price, it's really great. It gets you from A to B, and with more polish and updates, it should improve. Again, all criticisms aside, for the price, I think it's a solid investment for a different kind of airplane that's not another airliner, of which we have a number of those in the sim, and it's not GA of something that I think a lot of people can appreciate, that being the case. If you can get over the Expert Series label and just look beyond that, I think for most people, the question is, do the bugs override the price? Are you willing to overlook some of the nuances, like the fact that VNAV really doesn't work, and it can do some weird things from time to time? Are you able to overlook that and simply enjoy it? For me, for right now, I see the ATR 42 and the ATR 72 essentially as a mid-tier airplane, the kind of aircraft that you can use to fly from time to time. It may not be as high fidelity as the PMDG 737s or the Phoenix A320s of Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it is leaps and bounds better than so many other terrible aircraft that have come out for the sim over the years. It's far from my favorite airplane in the world, but for like $13, I think it's definitely worth it for that price. And at the end of the day, there is no such thing as study level. If you were expecting something that you could really use to fly a replica of in the real world, I think you're delusional. There are going to be some airplanes that'll be approaching that level. This isn't one of them, but that doesn't make it a bad investment. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the ATR 42 with 72. Is it worth the money for you? I think it is. For $12, I'll get my money's worth out of it. I haven't already. And there'll be some updates going forward, and I have no doubt the community will also be publishing some interesting updates to go. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, smash the like button. It's even more important. And of course, we'll be posting new videos coming up soon. Thanks for watching. This has been Hotshmania, and we'll talk again real soon.